Delina DiSanto is running for Congress in the state of Arizona, District 4. The incumbent is Paul Gosar, a true Trump disciple who has built his entire reputation on election denial, white nationalism, and conspiracy theories. More than one media outlet is reporting that Paul Gosar is under suspicion for helping orchestrate the 1/6 Trump insurrection. Delina DiSanto is fighting to bring back jobs to her district, improve the health and well-being of Arizona residents, and protect the water supply, a very big deal if you live in the Grand Canyon state.
He peddles in rumor, he peddles in propaganda, and he lies consistently.
You cannot make this stuff up. 6 of Paul Gosar's own siblings have actually crossed party lines and endorsed Delina DiSanto in their quest to get their own brother out of Congress.
He should have criminal consequences, and if he's found guilty, should go to jail.
You can find out more about Delina DiSanto at her official campaign website, DelinaDiSanto.com, or stand by YCBB. We've got her right here. It's Delina DiSanto running in Arizona's 4th. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Well, I am happy to meet you because you are running against one of the true villains in this country. If you'll excuse the expression, I think you will. You gotta have balls to go after this guy because he's a real, in my opinion, SOB. But we're gonna get to that in a minute. Here's the question I've been dying to ask you since I saw your campaign video. The motorcycle in the campaign ad, is it really yours? And if so, how many miles would you say you've put on that?
Well, it really is mine. And I've probably put on 80, 90,000 miles or more on a motorcycle. If you have about 10, 20 people, riding motorcycles, you just have a great time with them because you're laughing, you're joking, and you're just having a lot of fun. You don't even realize you might be driving almost 800 or 900 miles in a day, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, our country is absolutely gorgeous, so.
America's a beautiful place to explore and investigate. There's more than enough scenery here to satisfy somebody for a lifetime. I will not be riding a motorcycle, though. I can't see that happen. Now, you're running for a congressional seat in Arizona's 4th. Republican Paul Gosar currently holds the seat. Now, if you had to sum up Paul Gosar in one word, what would that word be and why?
Traitor. That's the only word. He has, besides my own feeling of him being very un-American, okay, and what he's been doing, he is a traitor to our country and to his oath of office. When he hangs around with the Oath Keepers, the Proud Boys, and the lead up to the January 6th insurrection, he was throwing out all these conspiracy theories. He was lying to his supporters and out to the public. He is a U.S. representative of the United States of America. He should have taken it to heart what his country truly is, what America truly is. And it's not white supremacy, and it's not trying to get these right-wing extremists so riled up to come to Washington, D.C. to try to take over the Capitol. And then he turns around and says they were peaceful protesters. He is a traitor to our country.
Why does he keep getting reelected in that district?
Well, to be honest, it is swayed more to be a red district. There are more Republicans, or were more Republicans in this district because of his lies and the way that he promotes his rhetoric and so forth. He makes them think that he is working for them. But really, truly, we are one of the poorest districts in the Western United States. And he has not worked for the struggling Americans here in this district, or in this state, or in this nation. He has voted against everything when it comes to the working class people. What has to happen is I have to get my name and what I will do for them out there. The only way that I can do it here in this district is by commercials. We are one of the poorest districts in the Western United States. It can't be social media. Many people are not on Facebook. A lot of people in this district are definitely not on Twitter. And so the only thing they watch is TV. And that's the only way that they'll be able to recognize what Paul Gosar is doing and to be able to say, this is what I want to do for you. I care about this district. I care about healthcare. I care about your wage. I care about education and what's going on here in our state. That's the way to win them.
So in terms of commercials, what kind of money does that require?
It takes lots of money. But hey, look at Mark Kelly. You had millions going in for Mark to win, but Mark won. Look at Ossoff and Warnock in Georgia, okay? How many millions did they have to sit there and try to raise to be able to win? And they still won, but by margins. Well, if everyone is tired of Paul Gosar and the way that he has been and what he is doing to our state and to our nation, then invest in me.
There is another subject that you might be able to enlighten me on, and that's the subject of water in your district. I think some 25 million people are provided water by Lake Mead, and Lake Mead just recently hit its lowest water level ever. Your district is rural in some places. Is farming a big part of Arizona 4?
Yes. So farming is one of the biggest ones in Pinal County and Yuma County. There are many farms there. My biggest concern is these foreign countries having and taking our water for alfalfa. Saudi Arabian farmers or people who have bought farms, like in La Paz County and Mojave County up by Kingman, they grow alfalfa, which is one of the thirstiest plants, on the earth. But what they do is they transport that alfalfa back to their country. So really what they're doing is they're taking our water out of our country. And the biggest thing is they're drilling wells deeper and deeper. Now, there are people that live out in these rural areas, struggling Americans that live out there. They may have only had a 200 or 300 foot well. Now, how are they going to be able to afford to dig or have someone drill down another 500,000, 2,000 feet to get water? And we're hearing stories all the time about people that are living out there, regular Americans living out there. When they turn on the water, all they're getting is sand and sludge, and dirty water. And so that's my biggest concern, is these foreign countries taking our water for alfalfa.
Listen, I really appreciate this because Arizona, where you are in District 4, vastly different situation than where I am in Portland, Oregon. And you've really given me a great education on the voters in your district and what they need. And I hope that the people in AZ4 pay attention not only to you, but to Paul Gosar's siblings who are campaigning against him. Your website, Delina DiSanto.com. Facebook at Delina4, the number 4, AZ. Twitter, same thing, Delina4AZ. Instagram, same thing, Delina4AZ. Delina DiSanto, 4th District, Arizona. Thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.